Okay, picture walking into your government job in the 1950s. Fluorescent lights buzzing and everyone wearing those stiff little suits. You grab your morning coffee and suddenly the walls start melting. Welcome to the CIA's actual workplace culture, where the coffee machine wasn't just brewing caffeine. It was brewing LSD, and nobody warned anybody. So, when someone freaks out because their coffee turned into a Technicolor nightmare, you'd think someone would apologize, right? Nope. The CIA was like, relax, bro, it's for science. Meanwhile, that science was literally just coworkers dosing each other and writing down reactions like, Agent Smith began petting the filing cabinet. And of course, this all falls under MK Ultra, the CIA program where someone truly said, hey, what if LSD could control minds? And instead of firing that person, they handed him a lab coat and a clipboard. So the agents doing the dosing started calling themselves the LSD Coffee Club. Like it was a book club. No big deal, right? It was just some colleagues bonding over uncontrolled hallucinogenic disaster. Imagine picking up the wrong mug, and next thing you know, you're questioning gravity, time, and the meaning of your stapler, all before 9 a.m. Honestly, this gives "don't touch my mug" a whole new meaning. So these geniuses decided to secretly trip out their own coworkers and then observe them like wildlife photographers. They wrote stuff like, subject believes he is a cloud, and these were CIA officers with security clearances. Oh, the trips? Chaos. Total chaos. Some freaked out, some cried. One guy got so deep into his hallucination, he started pretending he was playing a jazz trumpet for like 3 hours straight. And the worst part? He didn't even know how to play trumpet in real life. This whole thing was basically greenlit by Sidney Gottlieb, and if you don't know him, imagine if Willy Wonka ran a government lab but replaced candy with psychoactive substances. And the kicker? They genuinely thought LSD would help them control minds. Like, let's dose Bob from accounting and see if he becomes a psychic spy. The funnier stories aside, some trips went bad, like deeply terrifying bad, panic, paranoia, hallucinations, and because everyone else was accidentally high, no one was exactly in a position to help. Yes, one officer literally sprinted into DC traffic because he thought the CIA was chasing him. Why would they? They're your employer. At worst, they were probably watching from the window like, huh, that's new. Another agent hid under his desk for 5 hours. He was convinced his stapler was plotting against him. Then we meet Frank Olson, a CIA scientist who got dosed without being told. His reaction was terrible. His whole worldview cracked. He tried to quit the CIA, and that is when things took a serious turn. See, Olson knew too much. He'd seen the secret experiments, the dosing, the chaos, and he wanted out. And for the CIA, someone wanting out is basically the worst-case scenario. Days after being dosed, Olson fell from a 10th-story hotel window. Officially, suicide. Unofficially, entire documentaries exist because the story does not add up. The CIA reacted totally normally, if by normally you mean shredding documents, rewriting reports, and pretending nothing ever happened. Seriously, they cleaned house like you wouldn't believe. In the 1970s, someone doing a boring spring cleaning accidentally saved a box of MK Ultra documents that survived the shredder. And those files? Oh, they spilled everything. When Congress found out, they had the exact reaction you'd expect. Pure, unfiltered shock. Imagine reading reports that your own government's intelligence agency was microdosing itself at work. The public saw the headlines and collectively went, excuse me? It became one of the biggest government scandals of the decade, and honestly, one of the weirdest. When questioned, Gottlieb was like, LSD experiments? Oh, those. My memory is a bit fuzzy. Which, considering how much LSD was involved, what do you expect? The CIA eventually released a statement like, mistakes were made. That's it? That's the apology? Not even a sorry for traumatizing the entire workforce. Did LSD lead to mind control? Nope. Did it create psychic super spies? Not even close. Did it create the weirdest office environment in American history? Absolutely! Most MK Ultra documents were completely wiped, burned, shredded, gone forever. But the few that survived made sure the world knew what happened behind the CIA's closed doors. I know it sounds like a chaotic TV show plot, but nope, this was real. Real agents, real experiments, real consequences, and all with taxpayer funding. And there you have it, the LSD Coffee Club, a workplace experiment nobody asked for and definitely nobody approved. Another unbelievable chapter pulled straight out of the Black Vault. And trust me, the next file is even wilder.